Good morning. Welcome to Babies and Tea Saturday. It is January the 4th, 2025. Can you believe it? We made it. How exciting is that? All right, let's get things up and going. Shoo away the dog. If you saw me about 2 seconds ago, I was screaming at them to stop barking. Cam is out, and so they're misbehaving. So as you jump on, say good morning, say hello, happy new year. If I haven't seen you or talked to you or anything since then, cheers everybody. I've got my little hibernation mug. You'll see that we're in hibernation mode now because it's freezing here. They say just for the weekend, and then it's going to straighten itself out. So let's cross our fingers and toes and everything else and hope for the best. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Holly. Happy New Year to you both. If you won, which I think both of you did, Rhonda, you won the last card that we did before the crafty 12 days of crafty Christmas. So this is coming in the mail because I just drew it. So that's you, Rhonda. So congrats. And Holly, you had one from way back when that hit the mail just at the beginning of this week. So you should see it shortly. And it will include a little gifty because you had to wait so long because of that postal strike to get your card. So there's a little gift in there for me too. What can we tell you? There is lots going on in Stampin' Up! World, in my world, and everything. So I'm trying to sort of get those posts out, but kind of like not overwhelm you. And I'm doing some still behind the scenes digital work and that kind of stuff. So just bear with me. You'll get it all. It'll all be there. But it's just taking me some time to kind of navigate through that. We dealt with the computer with the blue screen of death. We've dealt with that and got everything off of it. So yes, to me, for doing that. The computer is still operating, so I am still using it, but I'm not storing anything on it. What else? The big day is coming. So some of you will know what that is. Those of you that are demonstrators have already been able to pre-order that stuff. If you joined me for 12 days of Crafty Christmas, you will have seen on a few of those projects some of the items that are coming. And that big day is, mark your calendars, drum roll, is the 7th of January. These two beauties here start. So Celebration is till the end of February, and then the January to April catalog. And then we switch over to a new annual catalog, so that's even more exciting. So now is a good time if you have thought about getting a discount on your product and sort of, saving yourself some money as you're buying this stuff. Now is a good time to join because you're going to get all kinds of little bonus things. Now I can't open these catalogs and show you, but they do have a couple options that you can buy the starter kit, of course, for $135, includes shipping, and you're going to get an option of two things. You can get 2 marker sets, so that's a set of 12 in either 2 colors that you like. So if you like subtles and brights, you can choose that. And then you're also going to get an exclusive stamp set, which I do have and I can show you. It is very, very pretty. Let me find it here. Here it is. And it's designed for coloring with those markers. So it's called Handmade Designs. It's got a beautiful flower, a little plant, and then it's got a created by, sorry, it's backwards. And then it's got had the best day and thank you so very much. So these are designed to be colored with those markers and not blends, although you can use blends if you have them. Or if you don't want that stuff because maybe you already have it because you have been a happy shopper for a while, you can choose $41 extra in free product instead of getting the stamp set and marker combo. So it's a great time to join. Both times, like I've been around for about 15 years. When I first joined, I joined to get that discount. So, and then when I came back, of course, I joined again because I loved it and I missed it, and I left temporarily because of life issues, and but I'm happy to be back. I've been a happy shopper for now, what are we going on here, 5, 7, I think I'm going into my 7th year back, but 15 years or more in total, so lots of fun. it's a great time to take advantage of that deal if you can, and just continue to save those details. A perk is that you'll join my team as well as my bigger team with the In My Craft Room Stampers with Glenda Millette is my upline. And then you'll also get to view and order and all that kind of stuff, all the product beforehand, before anybody else. And then, of course, you get to attend events and you get a huge community. I don't know how many demonstrators are in Canada now. The number fluctuates, so I'm not sure exactly the bang on total right now, but I'm sure there's like 5,000 or more. Could be more. I don't know. I'm just putting a wild number out there. So be prepared for January the 7th to shop online exclusives. Let me grab my notes here because I'm going to forget something, I'm sure. The celebration, and you can earn towards that, obviously. And then the January to April, I want to call this the spring mini. I've always called it the spring mini. And then there's going to be 3 kits released. So they're going to do an alternation of 3 kits, 2 kits, 3 kits, 2 kits throughout the year. So we're always going to have a kit to play with as well. So, oh my goodness, so much. And then if you saw, I haven't posted the Creative Escape stuff yet because that is going to open, I believe it's tomorrow. But that is going up. It's scheduled to post. So if you're interested in the Creative Escape, we're going to play with the set that we're using at that today. I'm going to show you some samples and ideas with that. And then it's going to open up. All the registration details will be there. Early bird cutoff is quick and fast because we need to order product. Early bird cutoff is going to be January the 11th. And then if you sign up and pay for that, you will earn 3 bonus tutorials, 1 from each of us. So that's Glenda, Carla, and myself. And then final registration, payment details, cutoff. That's it. We're not extending it any longer. It's January the 15th. Virtual is February the 26th, or sorry, the 26th, the 22nd. I apologize. Virtually, you can join us. If you're out of the country, you can join us virtually and you can buy a tutorial only option for $40. The actual event cost is $85. You are going to get, I'll talk about it as we go through the thing, or as we make the card, and then I'll give you all those details. So that is coming. I do believe if you're part of the Creative Escapes group already, Glenda has posted it. So it is up in there, but it will go up on my page as well. And then if you're local to Edmonton, another thing that's coming up on the 25th of January is the Creative Carnival. So that happens locally in person at the Capilano Community League, I think it's called. And those details are posted in the featured section of my page. So you can check those out and the registration details are there. January the 6th, if you want make and takes, which I will be participating in this time, is January the 6th. So it's coming around, coming quick, and lots of fun stuff. So let's get started making the card and looking at the suite that we're going to use for the Creative Escape. You're going to love it. And then we'll make a card and I will show you a couple other samples. All right, so let's get you flipped around and let's get started. I know that was a lot of details for you, eh? One quick bump down here so that you're not so far away. And we're good to go. I think that, oops, sorry, one more. There we go. There we go. And let me get my stool out of the way so I can stand here easier. Okay, so we are going to play today with the beautiful butterflies. Is this not gorgeous? I love this big image. These are a little weird, and I did stamp. Let me grab it because I didn't know what to do with it. And I haven't finished the card yet, so you will see this probably on Wednesday. I stamped this as a filler in, and then my intention is, I don't actually have the die with this butter. Actually, I do have one. Hang on 2 seconds and I'll grab it. So I can show you, because I pre-cut some of the stuff for the escape, so I have one in there. So if you cut this, I'm thinking if you layer this over and then put in your, this is my thought, and it will come to fruition later today, and then if you put the body in the middle here, because that'll cover that kind of stuff up, you are going to get something. If you do it like that, maybe, you'll get something that kind of is like a filler in piece, I think is the intention of these two stamps right here. I'm not really sure, so I haven't quite figured those out, but they do look pretty like this. And then this is one of the elements of the die set here, is that these will cut a note card. So basically, I just took our note cards and I lined up the die at the top so that it was on the score mark that's naturally there. And then I just cut it out and it's making a beautiful little butterfly note card. Now, of course, you can cut these off and you can use them on your card fronts, or you could just cut it in a different color and stuff like that. I just, as a tester, I did it with the note cards that we already have available. So, and then there's this gorgeous embossing folder that is covered in butterflies and little splotches and dots and stuff like that. So this is kind of like a smaller sampling of what it looks like, but is that not gorgeous? And then the dies do match up to cut out this image here. And then this one will also cut out, no, it will not, I'm lying to you. Is there one on here that it will cut out? Nope, that little one doesn't. So it only cuts the big one, unfortunately. I thought it did, but so it will cut out this. So the card that we're going to do today uses this feature where I've embossed the piece of paper and then I've die cut out that image. So, and then you've got two beautiful sentiment pieces there that match up with the sentiments in the set, and then you've got little bodies to build butterflies here and make them super cute. You've got two because you've got two die cuts there, and then you've got the larger one there, and then there's a little teeny tiny little sort of half butterfly there that looks like it's flying away, and he also has a matching die set or die to cut him out. So is that not gorgeous? Are you guys loving this set? Has anyone purchased it? Those are my demo friends out there are the only ones that have been able to purchase it already. Have you gotten it? And then there is some beautiful, Holly's got it, but she hasn't paid with it. Oh, okay. There's some beautiful little sparkle shimmer bits, itty bitty boho mix, but there are some larger sort of, I don't know what color these are. I had the colors written down. I just don't know what I've done with my little piece of paper. They're larger, so they do have like 3D dimension. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I have picked these out of this mix. You do not have to do that. There's not very many in there. I've probably only used about maybe a dozen of them, so there's not a whole lot in there, but I sort of wanted the flat bits into my shaker mix and not these sort of 3D ones, so I picked them out. But they do come with those beautiful little, I think they're fresh freesia mixture. Sorry, in that set. So there's that as well. And am I forgetting anything in that suite other than the paper? No, I don't think so. You will find that suite if you did get a catalog. If you need one still, let me know. Those of you that wanted them, I did mail them out and they should be arriving. I did write down the pages. It's on page 38 and 39. So we've got this beautiful, now I have 2 packs in here, so it will look like you're getting more, but I think you get 8 sheets of everything. Let's plunk it there. This dark berry burst. So we've got berry burst, balmy blue, calypso coral, daffodil delight, and fresh freesia. Pretty, right? I love these little like bubble sort of shapes. You almost see some peach pie kind of thing going on in there, like right here. It's probably calypso coral, but it kind of is very light, so it looks kind of peach pie to me. So that could be a color that you could mix with it. Oh, Rhonda's got it too. Oops, sorry, that one got mixed in. So they're nice and sort of like muted out on one side, and then you've kind of got the bubble mixture on this. I love this piece. Isn't that fun? Rhonda has it, but hasn't used it yet. Well, I'm going to give you some ideas today. You're going to break that out, you and Holly, hopefully, and start using it. So that is the gorgeous paper. So let's jump into the card. and get that created. So here is the card we are going to make. Is that not pretty? So I've used the back side of the paper, and like I said, I embossed and then die cut this out, and then I brought in some greenery from a different couple die sets. So let's get started here. Let me just pick my pieces apart. So we've got a bubble bath card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have a first layer of basic white that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then we've got a piece of the designer paper. So it's the berry burst one on the one side, and then I've just flipped it over and used the back side. And it is 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to layer those two together. Oh, you ladies like this card, huh? You're going to like the few others that I got to share with you too. All right. So as I'm gluing this down, we're going to talk about Creative Escape and what you get for that $85. So you are going to get 6 project kits. Each of us has done 2 cards for that, the main event, we'll call it. And then we've also done an early bird card. So I've talked about if you register and pay by January the 11th, you are going to be the early bird status, and you're going to get those 3 bonus tutorials that you can use to create 3 extra cards. So we've just attached all that together to make our layer. And then I've just taken a piece of, we'll jump back and forth in between the information. I've just taken a piece of bubble bath, I have embossed it, and then I've die cut it out with the die cut. So I've got my butterfly, and that is going to be dimensionalized onto the card front. What else do you get? You're going to get prizes, of course, because we love to give away prizes. You're going to get pillow gifts. You're going to get a goodie bag with at least $45 worth of Stampin' Up! Product in it. And you are going to get, if you're a repeat stamper, so if you have attended an event before, so we call you an elite stamper, you are going to get a separate project kit to make, and that's a thank you for your loyalty to coming to our events, and it is very cute this year, so you will love that. And what else do I need to tell you? And like I say, if you are out of town, you can still get the tutorial and you'll get a bonus gift for the $40, and then you'll see all the registration information when it goes up, and you can register with whoever your demo is that you would like to register with. So a couple things I brought in as well are the Thoughtful Wishes dies, because I love this die here that had the little sort of flowers on it. So I've cut that out of Lost Lagoon, so that's what it looks like there. And then I brought in textured floral dies because I love these. I love this eucalyptus sort of looking thing. So I've cut that out of, oops, it's all twisted, out of Pretty Peacock. So we're mixing Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock because those go beautifully together. And then I did bring in some retired paper, but you can, from the last chance list, there is the oxidized copper specialty. You could use that because it's got this Pretty Peacock color in it. And then it's also got this other piece that has just like copper on copper. That's in the last chance items, so you'll want to scoop that up if you like it. There's also these gold mercury vellum that came out with the greenery set. I forget what it's actually called. There's some different ones here that you could use. So you could use the vellum. This one kind of looks like leopard print. If I was doing this, I'd probably use this one here with the circles. Or we have the beautiful 2024-26 in color glimmer sheets as well that come in all of the pretty colors that we bought that you could also use. Even this peach one would look beautiful on that because it kind of pulls gold. So you do have some options there that are current. This is the distressed gold paper that I have a ton of and I need to use it. So I've cut this one here out of it. but I've also cut the eucalyptus out of it as well. So, and that's because I have the eucalyptus sort of sticking out here on the corner, if you missed it the first time. So I've brought in those two die sets as well. Now this card is not complicated. It is very simple, but very pretty, I think. So we're just going to do a bit of gluing, if I can get my glue to work. Now we want to kind of keep our glue kind of centralized to one side or the middle, because we are going to sort of layer it on the side of the butterfly here, so there's not a whole lot of surface area to glue that to. So you just want to kind of concentrate it in where it's actually going to hit this cardstock die cut out butterfly, if that makes sense. Okay, I know, isn't that gold paper gorgeous? I stocked up because I loved it. And then I forget I have it, so I was like, ooh, what can I use? I need some gold. And then I'm going to kind of like move this around and offset it or move it down, just so I kind of get the gold peeking out, and then I'm okay with these little stems sort of sticking out the bottom. Bella, what are you doing? My dogs are being weird. So did everybody have a good Christmas and New Year's? Do anything fun? Anything exciting happen? Our New Year's has started off with us having to replace our hot water tank. So that's today's feat. Get that done. And then I'm just going to trim off, because I don't need all of this. I only want a little bit to stick out. So I'm just going to trim off and then see how much oh, that'll work. I thought I was going to have to take off a bit more. Okay. Now I also did say that, oops, I gotta get it under here again. Then I'm gonna do a catalog launch party. I have so many things going on right now. I'm probably not going to get it done until the 26th of January, which is kind of what I'm shooting for, but I will keep you posted, just because I have to do prep for the Creative Carnival and all that stuff, and you know, life and work and everything else. So I'm doing my best, but I do have 2 classes also planned for this month, and I'm going to do a birthday stock up card class. So there's going to be actually 2 of them. I'm going to use the happy birthday sentiment and just keep it the same as what I did originally. So there'll be 2 of those. We're going to use the cake celebrations, which is a online exclusive set that came out, I think before Christmas. I think it was the last release of online exclusives, to be honest. We're going to use that. And then we're going to do, in the second class, we're going to use the Wildflower Birthdays designer series paper to make a bunch of cards and get you stocked up for the year of birthdays that you may have to send out cards for. I did mention that if you purchased either the perpetual birthday calendar, I don't know if the kit it's on the last chance list. The coil bound little pocket book, I can't remember I think it's called Birthday Organizer, actually, if I recall correctly. And I just wound some of that twisted gold thread in behind. That's an online exclusive product. Or if you buy the card box, that is a kit as well, you can get those classes for free. Okay, so if you order those yourself, if you are a demo and you still want to come to class, that's fine. Just shoot me a sort of screenshot of your order that includes one of those items, and then whoops, my light just fell down. I will give you that class for free. Okay, and then I'm just setting up those dates, so I haven't done that yet. So then we're just going to layer this across the front. We're almost done. See, look how pretty it is. Good morning, Barb. Okay, and then we'll get this out of the way. And then I'm bringing in the antique pearls. So these are from the Storybook Moments suite that I am featuring at the Creative Carnival. And they're so pretty and so light. Now I did tuck one in sort of behind here. I'll show you. It's just nestled in behind that greenery there. You can still see the, you know, the shimmer of it. And then I put a medium-sized one here because you get them in 3 sizes. And then I put a small one over here. So we've got the medium one here and then the small one there. Is that not pretty? I love it. So subtle, but so pretty. And then we need to do our inside, and then I've got a couple samples to show you. I think I've covered everything. Oh, and I have Valentine's already planned out for next month as well. I know, I've been busy, you guys. Can you believe it? And then, of course, I'll get busy doing other things, and then all progress will slow. So let's take our little butterfly here and our bubble bath ink, and let's just decorate our inside. I think I did the inside of this one. Oh yeah, I did. So that's just a few of the classes coming up. Watch out for details as I get my act together and get all that posted. Like I say, I didn't want to bombard you with a ton of posts all at once, because I did do a big one there where I emptied out all the bins of all the cards and everything that we made from like Baileys and teas and everything that I did last year. So I've uploaded all those cards to the album. That's what I was doing, my digital cleanup, where I said, sorry, not sorry. Yes, it is pretty subtles, right, Rhonda? Well, you know, those are my love language, and that I love the subtle colors. But so I've just done a little bit of splattering with my blends. So make sure, if you haven't commented and you're here, because I do see a few more eyeballs on comments, make sure that you comment, because you could win this card and it'll be sent to you in the mail that we created today. If you watch the replay on YouTube, also make sure that you comment, because I check all the places and gather all the names, and that's everybody goes into a pot to win the card. All right, let's look at some other samples here. So this one is kind of a rendition of what was in the catalog, but I changed it up a little bit. I think I used a different paper. I had a scrap, so the paper in the catalog I think went right to the edges, and these might have been a little bit bigger. The coloring's a bit the same as the catalog, but I've just kind of changed it up just slightly. Is that not pretty? And I just did some lazy watercoloring there to make it pretty, and then I noticed afterwards that my sentiment looks kind of crooked, but that's okay. And then I did this one here where I used that die cut and just my blending brush and just some Daffodil Delight. No, sorry, Lemon Lolly and some soft sea foam. I've used that same image from the Thoughtful, what are they called? Thoughtful Wishes dies, that same little die cut that we used today, and just kind of layered that underneath. I've just used some die cuts that I had in my little scrap bowl of flowers, so I'm not sure exactly where those came from. You might recognize them. I've used a little bit of that gold mesh ribbon from the Wildflower Birthdays set. I've used the eyelet embossing folder in behind. That is a piece of the paper, that one that I said I loved. I've used Hello with the sentiment, and then just some of that Lemon Lolly ribbon that comes in that 3-pack mixture in the annual catalog. Now these are retired, these little yellow ones, but these sequins are not. They're from the Celebration sequins that you get. I think they're called purple adhesive back sequins, but there are some white ones in there, and that's where those came from. So that is this beautiful card, and I didn't do insides, I just did examples up for you. And then here is another one where I kind of did some sort of shabby chicness. I use that same image in the Pretty Peacock. This is from the Spotlight on Nature dies, where I've just cut a circle. We've got the eyelet again. We've got that plaid embossing folder. And then this is the Nature's, no, what's it called? Notes of Nature. Anybody know what that paper is called? Nature's Sweetness specialty paper. It is still around. Both those patterns. There's sort of like a written one here that kind of looks like newsprint. And then there's this lovely gold one here in the back. I've just torn the edges and sort of shabby chic them up a little bit. And then the congratulations came from the Happy Hibiscus online exclusive set. And then again, I've just used my blends, stamped out those butterflies, colored them, and then put them on with dimensionals. And then I've used some of the gold gilded gems, I think they were called. They are retired. But we do have something similar in the metallic gems, I believe they're called. Where there's some gold, copper, and silver in them. They match almost perfectly to this one, so that's why I'm just using these ones up. But there is a beautiful little card as well to use up some scraps of paper maybe that you have. Just tear the edges and layer them up and sort of make them kind of shabby. So there are some examples for you as well to use this beautiful butterfly set with those ladies that do have it already. And if not, you will see these again for Creative Escape because I'm kind of working ahead and creating projects for it. But yeah, that's it. That's all, friends. Some of the posting throughout the week on the site will change up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just trying some new things for the new year. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. If you have any suggestions of stuff you want to see me create with for Baileys and Tea, please let me know. Send me either a private message or post it in the comments, whatever you like. And yeah, I will be back next week, which is the 11th already. Gosh. And we will create something else. And now I've buried my pad of what I'm doing, so I'm not sure off the top of my head. But it'll be fun, I promise. So hopefully I've given you some great inspirations with that beautiful butterflies and all the details for the Creative Escape. And you'll see that registration post go up in the next couple days here. For me, if not, it's already posted in the Creative Escape Facebook group if you're a member. You love them all, but love the yellow one. It really appeals to you. Yes, you do like yellows. I do know that, Holly. Well, it could be one of the ones that I send out. All right, ladies, I will let you go. Have a wonderful Saturday. I'm off to help put in the hot water tank. So hopefully we have hot water by the end of the day. Check back in with me. All right, take care, everybody. I appreciate you all for joining me. Paper hugs. Bye-bye.